Yuito, do you have a minute? There's something I have to tell you.
What's the matter?
Let's go to Masubi's. I'll tell you everything there. About things I've been hiding from you.
What was it that you were hiding from me?
I couldn't tell you before because I was scared of what you'd think of me. A long time ago, Togetsu ordered me to monitor your mother, Wakana Sumeragi.
My mom?
Yes. Right after she escaped from Togetsu, they sent me into Suo. I spied on her and reported everything to them. Her movements, her life, and her family.
I see. That's why you knew about my childhood.
I'm sorry for not telling you sooner.
No, I'm glad you told me. I'm surprised, but I'm sure you didn't have a choice.
Thank you. I don't know if this can make up for it, but I'll answer anything you want to know.
Let's see. Okay. I'm a little embarrassed to ask this.
What is it?
Could you tell me more about my mom? We didn't have time to really sit down and have a conversation when she came back.
Yes, of course. Where should I start? From that romantic day your parents met?
No, you don't need to go that far. How about from the time I was born?
Let's see. You had to be kept in the hospital for a while, but you were such a cute baby. Your mother was always by your side, watching over you. While you and your brother grew, I think your mother always sensed Togetsu in the shadows. Still, she continued basking you in love, never showing any sign of fear or worry. She was an incredible person.
Do you think you were watching over us like my mom did?
Huh?
Just the way you were talking about it made it sound like you kept a watchful eye on us. I'm sorry if I was wrong.
You're right. I may have gotten a little attached. I mean, I've been watching your family for years. I still wish Wakana could have lived like that forever. However, I couldn't even imagine going against Togetsu at the time. All I could do was watch.
You don't need to feel responsible for that. You're not like that anymore.
Hearing you say that makes me feel like I can forgive myself a little. Thank you.
Well, thank you for telling me stories about my mom. Can I hear more sometime?
Yes, anytime you'd like. I have lots I want to share as well, like the first time you walked, or when your diaper...
Hey, we don't need to go over anything like that. Do you have tons of embarrassing stories about me or something?
Just the person I wanted to see. Your lucky color for the day is red, and your lucky direction is south.
Thanks for that. So, what should I do specifically?
Eat red food and deploy south, probably. Should I make something for you?
Oh, no thanks. I appreciate the thought.
You can talk to me about anything. Romantic issues, or dreams you had last night.
Okay. I don't have anything right now, but you can come talk to me anytime you want to.
Hey, Kagero. If you, have some time, what do you say we go get coffee?
Oh, well, I've never been asked by a guy before, and it's Yuito of all people.
Is it that unexpected?
Of course it is. After all, I am the one who killed your father. I've said a lot of things to you and dragged you around, but I thought you'd still have something against me.
I still have mixed feelings about you, and... Right. I can't just forgive what you did.
Yeah, I figured.
But that's why I want to know who you are, and what you're thinking. And it was a nice break going to town with you.
Huh. If that's how it is, how about we do something less boring than just coffee?
Less boring? Hey, where are you taking me?
I could tell you now, but that would spoil the surprise.
You said something less boring, but this place is pretty deserted.
You probably shouldn't believe everything someone like me says. I was lying.
Okay. Why did you bring me here?
Well, you did say you wanted to understand me. I chose this place because I don't think anyone will bother us here. Don't hesitate to ask me whatever you want. You have the right to do so.
Well, I do have something I've been wanting to ask you. You said you wanted to stop Togetsu for your family, right?
Yeah. Everything I've worked for up till now was to stop Togetsu's plans, to protect the existence of my family, of my daughter. For 2,000 years, that's all I lived for. Well, I told you most of that already.
Yeah, I understood that, and I don't doubt it at all. But there is still something I just don't understand.
What's that?
You already stopped Togetsu. You finally reached your goal. So what's wrong? Why do you still look so unsatisfied?
Oh? That's pretty sharp. You know, you're something, kid. Very innocent. Maybe too innocent.
What? You're not still hiding something, are you?
Well, everything I've told you up till now was definitely true. But if there is something, I guess it's that I'm burned out.
You're burned out? What do you mean?
It's been 2,000 years. My family, the world I know, they're all far in the past. I have nothing now. I don't feel anything. I'm totally empty inside. I achieved the only goal I had. Now I'm just remaining in this world with no real meaning. Kind of like a ghost.
I know what it feels like to lose your family. I lost mine too. But how can you talk like that? You're the one who murdered my father. You're telling me that the person who killed my family is a burned out coward?
I'm sorry if it makes you mad, but that's how I feel. You're the one who wanted to know. So, do you want to kill me now?
No, I don't. Thank you for being honest with me.
I'll talk to you anytime. You beat the crap out of me in a one-on-one fight. Okay then, that's enough serious talk. Time to head out to town.
Wait, what? That was a quick turnaround. I can't believe you want to go out now.
I told you I'd take you somewhere less boring, didn't I? You need to pay attention.
You just told me not to believe what someone like you says.
All right, today I'll show you how real men have fun in Suo. This is gonna be fantastic.
He said fun was escaping reality. But I think he might be enjoying himself just a little too much.
Yuito, you tired? Are you making sure to use Baki to make you feel better?
Yes, Baki gives me all the energy I need.
Yeah, you're really weird. I guess this is what it means to have a good upbringing.
Well, if Baki makes you feel better, then I'll be sure to buy any Baki merchandise I come across.
I think we make a pretty good team. I guess so.
Yuito, can I ask you something?
Sure, what?
We found the white flowers already. I was wondering if there were any other plants you want me to find?
Nothing comes to mind.
Oh, alright.
You look really disappointed. What's up all of a sudden?
Well, I wanted to help you.
You always help me. Not only in battle, but with the flowers too. That's more than enough.
But
Huh? What is it? Oh, sorry. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Wait, I'll say it. I have to. I want to be brave.
Tsugumi?
I want to be. I want to be your friend.
Huh? You want to be my friend?
I've been thinking about it for a long time. You're so nice, and you listen to me, so I want to be your friend. I looked for the white flowers because I wanted to help you. I thought if I did, you'd be my friend.
Oh, that's what you were trying to say when I asked you why you were so interested in that flower on Hiyano Mountain.
Yeah, I didn't lie then, but the main reason was because I wanted you to be my friend. So I asked if there was any other way I could help. I'll help you any way I can.
You don't have to do that, you know.
So you don't want to be my friend?
What are you talking about? We're already friends.
What?
That's how I feel anyway. If it's okay with you, I want to be your friend.
But I can't talk normally, and I couldn't bring the flower back. I wasn't any help.
Whether you're helping or not doesn't matter. Friends are friends. Besides, you've been talking normally for a while now.
The way I talk isn't normal. I just blush and go quiet. I can't look people in the eyes.
Listen, it's fine if that's normal for you. But what do you think is normal anyways?
Being able to talk a lot without pausing. If you don't do that, people don't understand.
That's not true. Even if you don't talk very much, I understand how you feel.
Really?
I mean, you found that flower's name from the little that I remembered, and you were going to climb Hiyano Mountain by yourself. Seeing all that, there's no question how much you care about me. Anyone would agree. And who else but a friend would go through that much trouble?
You think so?
Yeah. Take plants, for example. They make you feel good just by being around and not talking, right?
Yeah.
So don't feel like you have to go to great lengths or change who you are just to please others. I think you should just be yourself, just as you are now.
That's kind of strange. I've never thought I could be myself. I always wanted to be normal. I thought that if I was, I would be able to make friends besides Kagura.
Like I said, I'm your friend. So stressing yourself out is the last thing I want you to do. Just like that white flower. You left it alone because you thought it would be happier living on the mountain. I think you should live the way that's easiest for you as well. That sounds a little pompous, though.
No, it doesn't. I'm happy.
Same here. I'm happy to call you my friend.
Yeah, we're friends.
Oh, right. About the flowers. I just thought of one I want to find.
What? Go on.
We couldn't bring back that silent snowmelt before, so I was thinking we could find a flower that's suited for this place. Is there one that would bloom inside the hideout? And I'm just asking as a friend, so...
There are a lot. There's no direct sunlight inside the hideout, so... A flower that can live inside the shade is best. Like a spathiphyllum.
Spatho... what now?
But we should take it outside to get some sun once in a while. It's hard for flowers to bloom without ever getting sunlight. Soil, too. If it's not the right soil for the flower, it will wilt. I know a good shop for soil. I'll take you there.
I was hoping for an easier one. Like one for beginners.
There are no easy plants. They're all living things.
Got it. So first, I should get serious about this. She looks like she's having fun. She has no trouble talking about plants. She sees me as a friend too. I guess that means we're real friends now. There's no other way to put it. Okay, I'm ready to learn, Professor Tsugumi.
Sure. I'll start with the basics. Make sure you take notes.
Huh? Right. Okay.
Yuito, do you have a moment?
You look worried. Did something happen?
Yes, I must conduct this with the utmost secrecy. It's slightly dangerous. It may be difficult to manage on my own. So I was wondering if you could help me.
Of course I'll help. So how dangerous is it?
For a while now, I've been looking into the research conducted at the old OSF hospital. During the investigation, I discovered research data was stolen by a spy from Seiron. I can't go into details, but it's very dangerous. It must be erased as soon as possible.
So you want to infiltrate a Seiron research facility?
Yes. It should be in the Supernatural Life Research Facility.
Okay. Will it just be the two of us?
Yes, that would be best.
I guess fewer people involved would be better for secrecy.
I'm glad you understand. Let's leave immediately. There are more others than I expected. I was right to bring you with me. If we take too much time getting there, they may detect us and move the research data to another location.
I'm glad I came. Why were you looking into the research at the old OSF hospital anyway?
I apologize if this sounds harsh, but I'll be honest with you. While I was observing you, I feared that I might lose my power one day as well.
Oh. Well, you are a dud like me.
Yes, I began looking into the research the government did on powers to alleviate my fear. I was hoping I would discover a way to treat the loss of powers.
Is that why you asked for my help?
Yes, since you already know my secret, I didn't have to lie to you. It was rather selfish for me to ask you. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. I'm happy you asked me to help, no matter the reason. So, did you find what you were looking for?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, I found the opposite.
You don't mean...
Yes. It's data on eradicating psionic hormones from human brains with drugs and completely erasing powers.
Why would they research something like that?
It seems their plan was to use it as a weapon to depower enemy psionics.
And now Seiron is continuing that research.
If it's implemented, it'll be a huge threat to the OSF, since we use our powers as a weapon. And many more people will face discrimination as duds.
We have to stop this research. Let's find that data and erase it. Thanks, Luca!
You're so amazing. You investigated the laboratory all by yourself, and even carried out an infiltration plan.
I may not look like it, but I have been on many OSF missions in my life. Now, it is too early to relax. Our mission isn't over yet.
Is this the lab researching the stolen data?
It should be. It seems no one is here. Let's get this done. What is this? No.
What's wrong?
It seems Seiron's research has already progressed further than I expected. This is a plan to disperse the drug indiscriminately and turn an entire city into duds. If they use this, they may be able to turn all humans in New Himuka into duds.
What is Seiron thinking? Delete that right now. What's the matter? Delete the data, Luca.
I just had a strange thought. Have you ever wondered what the world would be like if there were no powers?
What are you saying?
I've thought about it all my life. Our society is fixated on the superiority of powers. Whether you have powers or not decides your fate. But if all humans were duds, no one would ever have to worry about powers again. How much tragedy have you seen that would never have happened if there were no powers?
Calm down. Do you understand what you're saying?
I do.
Then you know that no tragedy will be prevented by a weapon like that. People cause those tragedies, not powers. Taking them away won't solve anything. I know this has been bothering you. I get worried when I think I might lose my power too. But that doesn't make it right to take them all away. You're the one that is most fixated on the superiority of powers.
I apologize. That was a bad joke.
Huh? That was a joke? Come on. Don't scare me like that.
Don't worry. I've deleted all data related to the research, including the backups.
That's a relief.
Let's go back. It's dangerous to teleport with so many others around, so we should take the same route we came.
Yeah, okay. Let's go. The way he was talking, even if it was a joke, he sounded kind of serious. He must have been really hurting to be tempted by it.
Our mission is complete. That was good work.
I'm glad nothing happened. You surprised me a little back there.
I was only teasing you. Besides, I'll be honest with you. I hated you for a bit.
What?
It was more jealousy than hatred. I've been a research subject ever since I was young. We're both duds, but your family still loved you. I thought that you could never really understand how I felt.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry, I didn't know you felt that way.
You don't need to apologize. What you said before made something clear to me. We see the world differently because we've lived different lives. And because of that, I think there are things I could learn from you. You're right. I am the one that is fixated on superiority of powers.
That was in the heat of the moment.
I'm embarrassed to have acted like such a child. Are you disappointed that someone like me is a Septentrion?
No. I'm glad you told me how you really feel. I hope you'll feel free to be honest with me in the future.
You certainly are honest to a fault. Perhaps I could learn that as well. So, should we run back to the hideout?
What? It's pretty far. You're here, so why don't we teleport?
Stamina is just as important as strength. Let's go.
That's not what I meant when I said to feel free.
Do you ever get tired of being a member of the OSF?
The reality is different from my ideal, but there's a lot I couldn't do if I wasn't here.
And that's true. You did choose to join us of your own will. I respect you for seeing the realities of the OSF and remaining unswayed.
Yuito, I need to talk to you.
Now what? Did you come to insult me again?
No? I don't want anyone else to hear. We're going to Musubi's, come on.
Hey, wait, I didn't agree. Oh, man. I can't take this guy. So, what do you want?
We had an argument last time.
Yeah, I remember. You don't want to pick up where we left off, do you? I've had enough of that.
No, I don't. I was too emotional before, so I'm sorry.
Wait, what did you just say?
I said I'm sorry. What's strange about that? I know when I've gone too far.
Yeah. I said things I didn't mean to. But I didn't expect you to just apologize.
I called you a pampered little boy. But when I thought of your circumstances, I realized I was wrong. You lost both your parents, then almost lost your memory. You've had plenty of your own hardships.
Well, when you say it like that... Did I really have it that hard?
Will you accept my apology?
Yeah, I accept.
Just to be clear, I'm only apologizing for what I was wrong about. It's true that you're a dimwit, so I won't apologize for that.
Can't he be a little nicer? I guess that's just his personality.
Speaking of hardships, you said you were a dud. Do you actually know what that means?
Huh? It means someone born without powers.
Do you really understand that? You say it like it doesn't affect you. They have it harder than even civilians. They're powerless.
Well, it's kind of unclear. Wait, are you worried about me?
No? I can't understand how you could say that so lightly. No matter what the official stance is, people without powers are discriminated against. It doesn't matter if you're a Sumeragi or not. No matter how much they flatter you to your face, they're laughing at you in their heads. I don't think I could handle that.
I know that people won't look at me the same, but it won't change who I am. There are people who see me for me, not as a psionic or as a Sumeragi.
I can't tell if you're tough or just stupid. You've had so many bad experiences, but you look so self-assured. When I see you, it makes me think I can't whine about my little problems.
I'll take that as a compliment. I'm surprised you want to whine sometimes.
It's not that I want to whine. There are things I'm not pleased about. I've worked so hard, but my real ability still isn't appreciated in the OSF. It's irritating.
Oh yeah, I think I know what it feels like to not be appreciated too. People don't see how hard I work because I'm a Sumeragi. Just like you.
Huh. Way to be insulting without trying. I'll give you some advice. If you feel like you're not being appreciated, then get so strong that people have to appreciate you. That's the only way. It's what I worked so long for, and what I'll keep working for.
Wow. You can be unexpectedly passionate.
Unexpectedly? Why is it unexpected?
I just always thought you were the cool guy. I didn't think we'd have anything in common.
Stop it! We don't have anything in common. I'm not a pampered boy like you.
Yeah, we're not alike at all. I mean, I'm not rude like you.
What?
If you had been nicer about your advice before... Oh, that's right. I haven't thanked you yet. I had trouble listening, but once I put the insults aside, I realized it was pretty good advice. Thanks.
Of course it was. I'm always studying battles to get better than I am now.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. Will you give me more advice sometime?
Sure. But I won't be so nice next time, so don't cry about it.
I'll be ready. I'm counting on you.
Stop furrowing your brow the moment you look at someone.
I could say the same to you.
That makes two of us then. Makes me angry that we're alike. But I guess you could say I'm rubbing off on you. You should keep climbing to get on my level.
My first impression of you was the worst. But now, I'm willing to say you're the second to worst.
Are you trying to be nice? I guess I'm grateful that I'm better now.
Arashi hasn't mentioned the Force Break program to me once since then. I wonder why she wanted to make it in the first place. She said it was to help people like me rest. She also said I was just like someone... I know! I'll call that person up! She isn't going to like this. But if it helps get the issue out... Hey, Arashi. Remember how you told me that I was like Major General Fubuki?
Oh, that? I can't believe you remember that. Yeah, you two are alike. Especially how earnest and naive you are.
You told me to rest and relax because being too earnest wasn't good. But I think those words and the force break program were meant for him.
That's an interesting idea. What makes you think that?
There's a lot of reasons, but I guess seeing him work until he collapsed sealed the deal. Whenever I see him, I do think he really needs someone to force him to rest. If that's the case, I think you should be telling all of this to him instead of me.
Even if you're right, that sounds like a pain.
I thought you'd say that. I'm sorry for doing this behind your back. But I invited Major General Fubuki here. He should arrive any minute now.
What?
I received a message from Yuito. He said you wanted to talk to me, Arashi?
Fubuki. I had no idea you were so nosy, Yuito.
You're the one who started this by trying to force me to rest, so consider this payback.
I can't believe you.
Arashi? Yuito? What's going on?
Sorry, Fubuki, but I don't really have anything to talk to you about.
Arashi, come on.
I mean, there's a lot of things I could say. However, I know it's wrong to push my own values on you. I won't criticize or deny the way you live just because we think differently. I suppose I was conceited to think that I was always right.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
Really? It's the conclusion I drew from my latest experiment.
Experiment?
Yeah, it was pretty enjoyable. It's all thanks to the wonderful test subject I had. In other words, you just have to follow your gut.
Arashi.
Arashi.
Just don't push yourself too hard. I can't support you if you collapse. Like, physically.
I know. Thank you.
Sorry, maybe I did stick my nose where it didn't belong.
That's all right. That was surprisingly cathartic. I've been avoiding that conversation because I thought it was too much of a pain. Seems like I had a lot I kept bottled up inside. I feel a bit better now.
Really? That's good.
So here's a token of my appreciation. Take it.
Appreciation? My vision!
It's the light version of the break program. It starts spinning your vision so you'll...
I'm getting dizzy.
Yes, that was awesome! How's that for relaxing, Yuito?
You're actually pissed, aren't you?
Looks like you're working hard. I don't think it's a good idea to work too hard, though.
You're one to talk.
You don't care enough about slacking off. It's not a bad thing. When you know your own strength and rest when you need it, you'll be a better soldier. Work on that. There's a lot of people who will be sad if you fall. I'm one of them.
You have potential. However, you should not overdo it.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll be careful.
I didn't really talk to Kasane about the fact that the person who raised her was my mother. Hey, Kasane. Do you have a minute?
Sure, what is it?
I wanted to talk to you about my mother. I thought you may want to as well.
Yes. Will you come with me to Mizuhagawa?
Why?
I thought it would be best to talk somewhere private. I also want to get some combat in.
So you want to get some field training? Great. I'll make lunch then. We'll probably get hungry.
This isn't a picnic. Fine.
Good. Then we'll leave in an hour. We don't get to do this too often, so I'll make the best lunch that I can. Looks like we took care of most of the others around here. Let's take a break. Here's your lunch.
Oh.
She's not saying anything. Maybe she doesn't like some of the vegetables. Or maybe I tried too hard? I was going to make something simpler, but I got carried away. Is it too much?
It's fine. It tastes fine too.
Thanks. So, let's talk while we eat. I was surprised that you called my mom Mother.
You're the one that called my mother Mom.
That's the same... No, wait. I guess she raised you first.
Mother raised me when she was in Togetsu. Then she had you and your brother in Suo.
That means you're like my big sister then.
Wait a minute. Why am I your big sister?
You were raised first, so that means you're older than me.
Oh, I guess you're right. I hadn't thought about it that much.
She is rather indifferent sometimes. Well, we really don't pay attention to actual age in the OSF.
I don't have memories from when Mother went away until I was adopted by the Randalls.
That's when my brother and I were born, so it must have been about 10 years. Were you in cryogenic sleep or something?
That's most likely the case. All I remember is losing my mother, and how painful it was.
Oh, right. But I was born because she left Togetsu, so that's a good thing for me, at least.
Right.
Oh, sorry. That was a little insensitive.
No. It's true that if Mother had stayed in Togetsu, you wouldn't have been born.
So, I guess I should call you Big Sister now?
Stop it. The only big sister I know is Naomi. It doesn't suit me.
Okay, I won't say it anymore. Whew, that was quite the feast. Not too bad if I do say so myself.
Yes, it was good, thanks. How do you feel about seeing Mother?
It was necessary in order to save the world. But in truth, I was really happy to see her.
Me too. The moment I saw her face, it was like I was a child again. It was really strange.
Neither of us had seen her since we were young. There's just so much I want to tell her about.
So do I. I wonder if we'll have the time, though.
That's hard to say. Did you ask her how long she can stay in this time?
No, I haven't had the chance. I hope she'll stay forever.
Yeah. But as much as I want her to, I know in my heart that she won't be with us that long.
You're right. But we can't just spend all of our time being sad about it.
Yeah. Sorry for being a downer.
I wasn't accusing you of anything. I just don't want to think that not seeing her is the end of the relationship. Even if we can't be together, it doesn't mean we'll forget the people who loved us.
I was just a kid, but I remember being so happy when I was with my mom.
As long as we have those memories, no matter how much time passes, we're all still connected.
I like that way of thinking. Even without the red strings, our hearts are connected over time.
Yes. Though it sounds rather trite when you put it into words.
Really? I don't think it does. I will say the ability to time travel has really messed with us. But I am very thankful that it allowed me to see my mom again.
Yes. I have more good memories now.
Promise not to laugh, but When I actually saw her again and heard her voice, I felt a lump in my throat and almost started to cry. I actually did cry a little, though.
Why would I laugh at you for that? I felt the same way.
I guess we've gotten a little too comfortable here.
This is perfect. Let's get a workout in before we head back.
Okay. Let's take care of this together.
Stay on guard. It might not be just them. Connect with SAS and don't forget your surroundings.
She said it doesn't suit her, but she is like a big sister sometimes.
What? You look like you want to say something.
Oh, it's nothing. Let's go.